many interesting people today. Maybe the Christmas tree. This is how I celebrate Christmas, everybody. I can put it here. Better angle there. Gotta get that Christmas tree. Someone stole my selfie stick and my helmet. Someone stole my selfie stick and my helmet. And it is the same person who basically went into my car today. I kind of blame myself because I didn't arm it. I didn't lock my car because I like to have things be easy, and I wish this was a safe world. And I think when things happen to me, I forget that people hate homeless people, and this isn't a safe world. Where are you at, babes? There's my babes. Looking at the tree. So this person went in my trunk and took this box, this clear box that I have with my roller skates, and in my trunk right now there's only a couple things. My gym bag, which is how I take showers at the gym, and my roller skates, which I just got back from a trip yesterday. I took the dogs out all day yesterday roller skating, and I took them on deliveries. And even if they just sit in the car, it's nice to be with them and have them lick my face. And if I can fit the dogs on the deliveries, then the quality of my life increases and we're all happy. Otherwise, they're just in kennels all day. Starbucks also adds to the normalcy. So I think I crave Starbucks or just a cup of coffee to feel normal. Like today, I was walking the dogs actually, and I'm looking for bottles to recycle, and then I'm like, oh, my brain takes about 10 seconds to realize, hey, the stuff on the ground looks kind of familiar. Like there's a sponge squeegee, and I noticed that there's a bottle, a clear bottle that has detergent in it, and that's the clear bottle that I have that I used to store my detergent to go to the laundromat. Hi Seth, I'm telling people about my day today, my crappy day. Crappy day in the neighborhood, just having a coffee at night so I can feel normal. Starbucks has always been like my comfort food, I guess. Like no matter how bad shit is, I can still drink Starbucks and I'll spend money, you know, like things are going better, at least I can afford a $6 drink. Sometimes things are so bad that I can't afford a $6 drink. But lately, because I changed the oil in my car, and I can do mostly like, I can make $100 a day usually. That's much better than making $12 a day. I used to only be able to make $12 to $20 a day when my car only went 20 miles per hour. But then I changed the oil, and the transmission's still fucked, and there's no third, fourth, or fifth gear. No, there's probably a third gear because I'm able to go now up to 50 miles per hour. But I try not to keep it at a consistent 50. But luckily in Hawaii, we don't have long highways. You're only on the highway for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then if there's traffic, I think it's good because then I'll slow down to 30 or 40 miles per hour. But I was just trying to keep working, keep busy. The person went in my trunk and threw all my stuff, scattered it all over the ground down the street from where I stay. When I walk the dogs, I collect recycling. Like, I normally used to not do that, but I decided to start doing it because I don't have to work that hard, you know? Like, I'm already walking the dogs and it's good for the environment, and I make like $7 a week. And that's nothing, but you know, when I wasn't making shit for money, I was only making $12 to $25 a day. Then I became one of the homeless people collecting cans. So I think I'm gonna wash my car and try to reset the energy because someone basically vandalized my stuff, went in my car without my permission, violated my boundaries, and specifically went in my glove compartment and took out my registration and my safety, which is kept in a plastic thing. I noticed this pink plastic thing was also on the floor, and it took my brain like 10 or 15 seconds to realize, oh my God, that's my stuff. My stuff is scattered all over this street. And then I started to pick all the stuff up while I was like getting the dogs. And then I realized, wow, this must have happened between I came home last night between 10 and 11 p.m. This person or these people steady bully me by stealing stuff when I'm not looking. It's been a long, they don't come down to my place where I live under the bridge because I have 4 dogs. I take 1 dog with me always, and then I have 3 dogs who stay down in the place while I'm at work. So they don't come to the cave where I live, which is good. Not that I have a great lot of stuff to steal, but I didn't have any stuff to steal in my car, but they still took it and scattered it. My roller skates are old, but I love to roller skate. It's one of my things that I do to feel okay with my, poverty life, and helps me get endorphins. So, roller skating costs nothing. It's not like snowboarding. It's not like any other sport where it costs money. Once you get the equipment, it's free. So I actually spent the day with my puppies, my whole puppy family, and I was roller skating in Eva Beach. And then I put everybody back in the car and I did more deliveries. And so then I made the same amount of money I would without the dogs. And I was feeling really good, had a great day. And then this morning, when I'm walking the dogs at 10 or 11 in the morning, I'm so lucky that I found all my stuff. Because all my stuff was scattered all over the ground. This whole big box of stuff, which keeps my roller skates. This is the second time someone has stolen my roller skates while I've been houseless. And they know that whoever steals them, they're doing it to fuck with me. They're doing it to make me really upset and unhappy. They're trying to take away that which is they're trying to take away my joy, but they can't really take away my joy. People are bothered by how I live my life. They're bothered that I'm shameless. They're bothered that I'm still happy. They're bothered that I have 4 dogs. They're bothered that I won't have sex with them. I don't know. They're bothered by whatever they're bothered by. There's a lot of things that people are bothered about. They're bothered that I run past their business. This one guy, he's yelling at me for walking past his business. And he trespassed me past his business because he doesn't want me walking past his business. And he made up this lie about I've been not picking up my dog's shit. And I don't know I think that's about his wife not wanting me to walk past his business. Because I'm not doing anything. I actually do pick up my dog shit and I clean up the street. I cut the weeds from the sidewalk so that we can walk. There's a clear path in the walk. If it is city and county property, they do a terrible job in upkeeping it. The city and county only wants to kick people out of the area to make it look like they do something. But they can't clean up the sidewalks or repave the roads. But I'm doing better than ever. So I was just like walking my dogs, and then I started picking up. Now I have to buy stuff, like I have to buy a new shower squeegee, and I have to buy a new toothbrush. And then I spent the day getting a new copy of my registration, and I got a new copy of my safety. My safety expires in the end of this month, and I don't think that it will pass safety again because of the transmission is messed up unless people start donating to my fundraiser. So no strangers have donated to my fundraiser. Even though like I've done a couple shorts and I've gotten like 1,000 views, but people don't actually click on the fundraiser, they just watch the short. I made $500 for my fundraiser, and that was basically not used to buy a new car, but it was used to pay my bills so I could survive. Pay my gym bill, pay my phone bill, my mobile phone bill, my internet bill, so I can make these wonderful videos for you guys. So if you still, my fundraiser link is still up, but I was driving around with my fundraiser, my GoFundMe link on the car, and I don't think that's working. I think it just makes me a target because people hate homeless people. So I'm going to take it off and clean my car and just make sure that I lock my car. The reason why I don't lock my car is because like I try to make processes as easy as possible because I have a brain disability that like, like it's extra steps in the executive functioning system make it difficult for me to, go through all the extra steps. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. It's similar to ADHD, but it's not ADHD, it's PTSD. So the brain doesn't function correctly all the time when it's under stress, and I've definitely been under so much stress. So today I'm just hyper focusing on replacing everything that was. This person went in my glove compartment and actually took or ripped up my safety and my registration just to fuck with me and make things harder, so I'd have to run around and go get duplicates of all those things. So I got copies of all the things, but I have to worry about my safety expiring at the end of this month. I have a feeling that this is a Ford issue and that Ford could actually fix my car. But every time you go in the dealership, it's kind of like going to the veterinarian, and it's going to cost you like $600. Minimum. Maybe $1,000. Maybe if they say you need a new transmission. But I don't even think the transmission is the problem anymore. I think it's the clutch, because I don't have a third, fourth, fifth clutch or gear, and there's a mechanical or computerized thing that signals to the automatic transmission when to shift gears, and that's broken. And I think that only Ford, it's a proprietary thing, I think that only Ford is able to fix that thing. I think that I took it to this mechanic, which is ironically called Done Right Repairs, and all they did was flush my transmission for $450, which is just something. How did I pay for that? I charged it because I have one credit card. I have a couple of credit cards. I got a new credit card, and that new credit card is like 29% interest, and it's already charged to the max because my cat got an infection and this car had a issue for $450. That's $1,000 right there, and other things that a poor person needs to survive with her animals. But I try to always have hope and be positive no matter what happens. Like, the positive thing about this vandalism is that this person didn't take both my roller skates. So I can still roller skate. And this person, all of the stuff that they took is replaceable. I replaced my registration today, right away. Like, I just go in this hyper-focused work mode. I'm like, okay, what do you need to do to make this go away? go to City Hall, go to the satellite City Hall, get a copy of your registration, go see if you can get a copy of your safety check. And they wanted to charge $8 for it, but then I was like, nah, I'm just gonna, copy a picture of it, go to Office Depot, make a copy of it. Make some money, do some deliveries. But today was not just a delivery work day, which keeps me on the road all day. I wanted to do some legal stuff. My service dog used to come with me to the gym every day, and then she got kicked out for barking while I was swimming. And also the general manager opposed the fact that I was inside the steam room, and I have her outside the steam room, and I closed the door on the leash. And he said that I'm not in control of my dog if I do that. So that was grounds for her being asked to not come with me to the gym anymore. And then I asked him, can we try this again? And he said, no, you have to write a letter to corporate. So I wrote a letter citing all of the legal stuff that me and ChatGPT worked on to make this beautiful letter. And it took me a really long time. She got asked to leave the gym. I've been working out by myself for like 2 months or something. Like, a lot of this admin stuff takes a long time for me to do. Again, like, if it's, and plus, in that meantime, I was in the hospital, and just, I got kicked out of my group therapy. There was Thanksgiving. I got a ticket for trespassing on Thanksgiving, but I wasn't trespassing because where I got a ticket is actually private land. It's not state and county land, so I had to do some research and make copies of the GIS map, which shows all the property lines in the city and county of Honolulu. And I doubt that the police officer will be present at the hearing. I just think that when they are called out, they have to do their job and give tickets, because I've been ticketed for being at the beach after hours, which is, very, very common for homeless people who are basically criminalized for being unhoused. It's like part of the life. But luckily, one part of me is a lawyer, right? One of my parts is a fighter. Part of my fight flight is legal fight. So I'm always looking to do a legal fight, and if I can, when it's not stupid. I'm not trying to be my own lawyer in a criminal case, But let's see. Christmas. I had to wash my shirt because I had some toothpaste stains. We're going to do our laundry today because all my stuff, my gym stuff, was scattered all over the ground, and I would not have caught it, but that I happened to be walking along the street looking for recycled bottles, and I do clean up the street. I was cutting the sidewalk, the weeds along to the path, and I caught it in time, so I didn't get run over by cars and stuff. But I'm either being bullied by one or two people who have been steady watching me when I get in and out of my car and really looking for way, steal my helmet, steal my selfie stick. I'm not doing anything to bother them, and they are stealing my stuff. But they don't, luckily, go downstairs because they think they're going to be attacked by my dogs, which is a good thought to have. Except one guy, when he was drunk, he did come down, and he didn't care that I had a machete, and I was like, don't make me stab you, okay? Like, this isn't self-defense, okay? So this actually happened. I don't have a door. That's what living outdoors is about. You're at the bottom of the hierarchy. and the fact that Hawaii has no class consciousness, and Hawaii is so expensive, and it's becoming a place where you have to be very wealthy or very professional middle class, and this middle class is also being cultured to not have class consciousness. And so that means that homeless people can be oppressed and bullied without recourse. But anyways, I think my trespassing ticket, I wasn't trespassing in the place where the cop was citing me for trespassing. So I had to look up the maps and make a copy of the maps, and that's what I'm going to take to my court case. But most homeless people don't have the time to do all that. They're not nerdy like me, you know? They don't have the resources to fight that way. Luckily, it's the only way that I know how to fight. I can also fight physically, but this person who's a wussy and a wimp won't face me face to face. Or maybe it is the same person. Like when there's two suspects that I have. One is the drunken guy who came down into my sleeping quarters when he was drunk, and I had to call 911 and get him out. And the other guy, he owns a dump truck, and he does like clean outs of people who are looking to like kind of like unload their, like clean out, house clean outs and stuff. And he even said that he used to be homeless for years and years, but he hates me. We almost got into a physical altercation because he was going after my puppies with a metal stick, a metal rod, and we were holding this rod back and forth. But it's like, I'm just what happens when I'm adrenalized like that? I guess my defense is like trying to stay calm and steady, maintain eye contact, and try to be as reasonable and logical as possible so that you can think outside of your lizard brain and win that way. So I was like, you know, I'm not going to win by strength because this is a big Samoan dude, right? And then for a while, he would like try to rile me up by going, F you, right? And then I would just go down to my space and ignore him because, like, why are you telling me F you? You don't even know me. Like, you don't even have a reason to hate me. I don't know. He's just picked me as a target. I'm being targeted, and I need to talk about this with someone. So, like everybody else who does social media, I just get on here and I talk about it. At least I'm talking about it with someone. I got kicked out of my group therapy for being too much because that group was run by a charismatic leader, and the way they kick out people, she's the only one who makes executive decisions. And we're all adult children, but she's also an adult child with some ego issues and insecurity issues. So if you challenge her and she is out of her comfort zone, she would rather block you, kick you out and block you than face the issues that she has to face. So that's how I feel about that. But you would think that, oh, this issue that just happened to me today, this is something that I would talk about at the group therapy. But every time I would talk about my homeless shit, it was like a lot for them to deal with, or at least a lot for her to deal with, you know? It's like, no, this is my real life. This is my real timeline. This is like really what's going on a week by week basis. I'm not trying to trauma dump on you. I'm really just giving you a recap of what's really going on. So here I am, having my Christmas red cup coffee. Trying to just slow down my day. But the good things, the positive things is he didn't, I'm going to say he because I think it's a he. I'm surrounded by men. Basically, I live in a neighborhood that's like all dudes. I'm in a business neighborhood. And it's all guys, all workers. And I think immature men sometimes resent you, hate on you, if you are not showing yourself to be an object of their desire. Or it could be class. It could be just he hates on me because I'm homeless. It could be sex. It could be class. I'm not sure. But someone is targeting me. Someone is bullying me. It's not okay. It's making me feel bad. But not that bad. The only survival instinct that I know is to just try to undo the things that he did, and wash all the stuff that's dirty. Go to the hot tub. Soak in the hot tub. Go in my cold plunge. Anyways, no strangers have donated to my my GoFundMe. Hint, hint. So, if you feel moved after this story, I could use a donation. Thank you very much.